3 reasons why she's pulling away and how to win her back. If your marriage feels like it's falling apart, it's probably your fault, and that's a good thing. Let me explain why. I spoke with a man last month whose wife had started staying later at work more often than not. She wasn't engaging in the usual conversations and even stopped asking how his day was. He thought that she just needed some space until she told him that she wasn't happy. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the 3 most common reasons as to why she's pulling away and exactly how you can start winning her back. Reason number 1, she feels unseen or unheard. Over time, she may feel like her thoughts, feelings, and efforts go unnoticed. This often happens when life's demands, work, stress, kids take priority over connection. How it usually shows up is she stops initiating conversations, she avoids sharing her feelings, and she may even seem uninterested in your day-to-day life. Quick story of Tom. Tom came to me feeling like he was lost in his marriage. We did a little bit of work together and we essentially figured out his wife's love language, which was words of affirmation. But he had been so focused on work and daily stress that he barely acknowledged her efforts. When Tom started expressing appreciation, simple things like saying, "I see how much effort you're putting into organizing everything for the kids this week," it had an incredible ripple effect because his wife felt seen, she felt valued, and she felt loved. This is her love language. That shift led to more affection, better communication, and even rekindled intimacy for them. How to win her back. Step 1, active listening. When she speaks, don't interrupt or jump to solve things and fix things. Just listen. Show her that her voice matters. Step 2, acknowledge her efforts verbally. Appreciate the little things that she does. If you're not appreciating her efforts, don't be surprised when she stops trying. Alrighty, let's dive into reason number 2. She feels disconnected emotionally. Emotional intimacy fades when difficult conversations are avoided. Routines take over or stress just builds up. Without consistent emotional connection, physical intimacy often follows. So here's how it shows up. Fewer meaningful conversations, a lack of affection, so that's hugs, kisses, and even eye contact. Physical intimacy feels forced or just non-existent. Quick story about Graham. Graham felt a deep emotional distance from his wife. They were living under the same roof but felt like strangers. He decided to take small, intentional actions to reconnect. And it was really simple. Graham and his wife started to share a fitness journey together, going to the gym together, and trying new activities like hiking, and they tried tennis as well. These moments of quality time allowed them to bond, allowed them to laugh again, and rebuild their emotional connection. Over about a 3-month period, their relationship transformed. What started just simply as working out together turned into designing their weeks around meaningful activities and creating a deeper, more meaningful, and more fulfilling connection. How to win her back. Step 1, create space for connection. Schedule a weekly check-in. We use the weekly connection check-in, which is a simple worksheet we use inside the King's Legacy community. Let me know if you want a copy of it. Step 2, show vulnerability. Share your feelings to encourage her to do the same. Little actions lead to massive results. Reason number 3, she's lost trust in your leadership. Trust erodes when there's inconsistency, poor communication, or a lack of emotional control. She needs to feel like she's on the same team with someone who can handle challenges calmly. How it shows up, she questions your decisions or second guesses you. She starts taking on more leadership role within the family, and she's less responsive to affection or connection attempts that you make. Quick story about a short-tempered client I used to have. Let's call him James for the sake of today's show. James struggled hard with emotional regulation. He had a short fuse and his outbursts left his wife feeling unsafe and kind of distrustful. James began by using our meditations and box breathing to calm himself before reacting. He also committed to consistent actions, like taking ownership of family responsibilities and following through on promises. Over time, his wife saw the changes, his calmness, his reliability, and began to trust him again. And here's the key. The relation shifted from tension to teamwork. How to win her back. Step 1, Demonstrate calm leadership. Use tools like box breathing or mindset resets to show control. Step 2, follow through. Show consistency in your actions and commitments. Leadership means taking responsibility for the relationship, even when it's uncomfortable. Remember, if she's pulling away, it's often not because she doesn't care. It's because she's protecting herself from what she feels is missing. By showing up, being consistent, and creating connection, you can change the direction of your marriage. If you let this slide for weeks or months, or maybe even years, the distance grows, resentment builds, and trust breaks down. But if you take action right now, you can stop this spiral in its tracks. This week, I challenge you to have one meaningful conversation with your wife. Listen to her, share how you're feeling, and take one step to rebuild that connection. You've got this, and I'm here to guide you every single step of the way.